Well, we could do a Kickstarter.
We could do a bake sale.
We could do a bake sale. Yep.
Well, here, I got a better idea.
Digital.
Because
I know a great place for collecting shells.
because of the way Minnesota's set up now, we can have a get baked sale.
Get a
Yeah.
bake sale. Yeah.
So I can't legally sell product,
Yep.
but I can sell you a T-shirt and say, hey, you got it here. You're,
Right.
You're a
T-shirt
good
comes.
It's a $100 T-shirt,
Yeah,
but it comes with some good swag.
yeah. It
Yeah.
comes with some Girl Scout cookies
Well, that's
or
good.
some Gorilla Glue or whatever you want.
Hopefully that's cheers.
Well,
But
Yeah,
if we went in, so if we could use French Kissing as kind of like the seeding, right? So we went in and we recorded that song with Adam.
Sounds like a heavy metal band. The Seeding.
and we did
what was that? The seed?
the video.
Seeding.
But
Seed?
it could
The
be
seeding.
the
The
seeding.
seeding.
Yeah, like planting a tree.
Okay.
Oh, he just said it. He used French Kissing as the seeding. And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm gonna call my next band the Seeding. It's like death metal.
It should be the seething.
The Seeding.
Seething.
Well, there's a band called Seether.
We are the seething.
That is true.
There's a band called Seether.
But if we did like, you know,
This is
My
worse
friend-
than our interviews with Don.
my friend Wolf, Wolf just did a Kickstarter for an album that he's making as a solo thing, and he raised $10,000.
Really?
Yeah, and
That's more than I make in 2 years. I gotta get a different job, right?
well, so in considering the reach that we've got, we could
I
probably
would
raise.
at least get the 2,500.
I was gonna say if we like set the bar a little lower.
But yeah, but
Well,
with a studio like Adam's, you can work fast. You know, it's not like and Adam's got a nice place over there, and flush the stuff out in a couple rehearsals. It's not that difficult. You know?
But
it
yeah,
probably wouldn't be bad to do a bit of pre-production.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm willing to go somewhere, meet you guys, and run through that one song. The way we used to do with Tim Bamba,
Mhm.
where we just play that one.
You hear that,
song.
Tim? Pre-production.
So we're welcome to do it here, or if you guys have another place that's more central.
Well,
Well,
there's some rental studios in St. Paul that are like $75 for 4 hours.
yeah.
Sure.
Or
You
if
kick in
Adam,
$25.
if Adam's not booked, he'll let us have it for whatever.
Yeah.
If he knows it's working towards the
Yeah,
project,
exactly.
absolutely, and he'll be like, "Yeah, let's just roll too while we got you."
Yeah,
working it." But-
and like if
He could always just open the doors and go down to Matt's and have a burger and come back an hour later.
Yeah, right. He could hang out with his kid or whatever.
Right.
Do you know, Mike, we did, not to change the subject, but this is another take on this whole thing. You and I at Adam's old studio, we once did like a song storming almost.
Yeah.
We had a whole bunch of songs, and we just
Right.
to kind of capture the idea,
Right.
which is something I like doing, because it's. But of course, we got to start with French Kissing.
Right.
But yeah, it's.
All right, we got one song down. What next? Let's
Well,
go
we
get
gotta-
coffee.
We're gonna do
Is there a Thai
family.
food down the street?
We're gonna
Family.
do family and breakthrough.
Thank you.
There
Yes.
you go. There's your
Yep.
mini EP right
Yeah.
there.
We have a great.
French Kissing, family, breakthrough, and then if we want to try to rework up Snakes, we got that. There's some other kind of like tracks that are like way in the background, like
Santa Fe.
Hey, Mr. Policeman.
Wow, that's a deep cut, Pete.
Yeah.
Impressive. Yeah. Another thing would be
Which I don't
Mr.
remember.
Masses.
Mr. Masses, yeah.
Remember that?
Which I always felt like, kind of felt like a derivative of Bad Boy Bad, in a way.
Sure,
But
you guys switched instruments,
so it was a different song. Yeah.
and it's a completely different message, and we could put a different spin to it a little bit. There's Octavia, of course.
Played in a different key.
I have the master tapes for Octavia still in my basement.
I found it somewhere on something that I had at the house, and it was just kind of funny.
And I've got that one's on Google. It's shared, right?
That's where it came
The
from.
final mix.
That's where it came from. Yeah, that one dude's studio.
That one is, I love that because it's got that sample from the movie at the beginning.
Oh yeah.
The vampire.
You know what? That's timely because that's a new movie out
Yeah.
right now, or is it a series or something like?
It's
I
the
know
movie.
New movie, right?
Yeah.
No.
I know you're just a lover. You're such a lover. You're such
What's
a
his name?
lover.
Yeah,
Count
the
Dracula.
original Count Dracula.
Yeah.
The scariest one.
Right. I can't really do scary movies anymore. I pee myself.
Well, that depends, Mike.
Well, I should get depends. I guess.
Did the guys who were, when they took the videotapes,
Yeah.
Now explain this to me.
did they
The guys took the
actually,
videotapes.
did they actually do the digitizing? Did
No.
they digitize them?
No.
Okay, they never got around to it.
They smoked a bowl.
We don't know what condition these videotapes are in, but if you'd like to kind of
There's
get a sample,
Well, these are the ones that I sent you.
this
These
is the
are
ones
from
that
my
you
house.
sent
Yeah,
me.
so
Yes, and these are actually VHS, and there's some pretty cool stuff here.
Some of them are
There's
super
the
VHS.
Eddie Mac Funky Noun Master Edit.
Yep.
Remember that?
Oh yeah.
The whole thing at John Jarby's
Sharpie's
studio.
studio.
Yeah.
Oh, funny.
And then this is some Don, I think, stuff, right?
Yep.
Yep.
From up at.
And then this is
television.
Pharmapalooza 2000.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah,
Here,
that's a terrible.
who's got a VCR out
here
there?
is a
Can you even buy VCRs
Fua
anymore?
Fua on Channel 9, The Buzz.
Oh.
Eddie Mac's CD release party, wide shot. That might be good.
You can probably get a VCR on Amazon or something, can't you?
Oh, I've got.
Facebook Marketplace. Eddie Mac 2000 or 1998 in New York City.
Yeah, that's a good one.
This
That's
is,
when I put that up on YouTube or some of that up on YouTube.
Yes, that was from the Elbow Room,
Yeah.
yeah.
right? Not the other one.
Or the Lion's Den.
The Lion's
Lion
Den.
at the
I think.
I think it was the Elbow Room. It was a different stage.
Yeah.
I think the Lion's Den had the side stage thing, and the Elbow Room.
Eddie
had the
Mac.
main-
Okay.
Don Fest.
Is that a flip?
Yep.
Mhm.
That was awesome. That was fun.
Yeah, right.
That's actually a really good version of French Kissing.
Mhm.
Oh,
Love that.
Where was Don Watson?
Love that guy.
He works at the university actually.
Does he?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. He's on the maintenance facility
Oh,
maintenance team.
cool.
I was running into him for a while.
And there's a bunch more. I still have some
You have
that I have.
Yeah.
Tim Copeland gave me a whole bunch of 8mm tapes from different shows and stuff. And
Oh my gosh.
I'm sure there's probably
Tim
some-
Copeland. What an awesome dude.
Yeah.
You know, see, these are the guys, honest to God, these are the guys that we need to do this for.
Yeah.
These are the guys that believed in us. Tim, Don, Nate, Shaw,
Joel Stead.
Joel Stead.
Jolie, shout out.
Yep.
It's his
Yeah.
birthday recently.
That's right, it just was.
David Witt.
Dave Witt.
The other Mojo.
Yeah.
I call him West Coast Mojo.
What's up on West Coast Mojo?
What's up, West Coast Mojo?
So this is,
Happy birthday.
who knows?
This is the type of Mike singing in the shower. I don't know why we videoed that.
Could have been anyone's ass in that video. Okay, yep, there's a lot, you know, there's
There's a whole bunch.
There's gold in here,
Yeah.
I'll tell you. Somewhere, there's that whole opener for Vanilla Ice that would have been a good show. You know?
We didn't catch the whole thing. Do you remember those guys? They had it backwards. They were pressing record when they thought they were stopping.
Well, that guy was Gary.
No. Oh, so
Gary was up in the balcony shooting that whole thing.
with your camera?
Yes.
Because there were also there's the student camera
Okay.
as well. The student camera is the one that was backstage.
You can hear Gary, like, when I do he's shooting it, and I'm getting ready to do that stage dive, he's like, "Oh no, don't do it, you stupid fucker!" He's like, and also he goes, "No!" And then, like, the camera goes down, you know?
I'll have to go through my stuff. I might have. It's not in here. It's a.
And then he's like, also the camera comes back up, and they put me back up on stage. He's like,
Okay.
all right, that was pretty cool.
I think that was still with Bird because Bird always had a 8mm. For a lot, there was mostly 8mm stuff.
Yes.
Recording.
Remember I got for Christmas that year.
Yeah.
So let's back up to
Wasn't there a video from the stage angle of that?
Mhm.
Right?
yeah, that
That's
could
the
be
student video.
The student video.
The students were they had a camera.
Yes.
But they didn't realize that what was happening was they were pressing the button when they were to stop recording, they thought it was starting to record.
That's why they're students, not professionals.
They would like hit the button and it would be off, and then they'd be sitting there pointing it at the band, and then they would be like, "That's a great shot. I'm gonna finish. And I'm gonna stop now." They'd hit stop the button, and then they'd still be walking around with the camera. So you like caught basically like.
This is what happens when you're trying to save money in production. You get some intern, some guy you're not even paying, doesn't know what the red button means and what, what's
But
that?
They did.
That
manage
red
to-
light sure is annoying.
They did manage to capture a couple things, like
Yeah, I think they got this. I think they got some stuff from the stage side.
because after
No
you-
names in
after
this
you-
story, but you remember, we got the perfect shot lined up. Shoot it. Battery's dead.
when you did the stage dive, Chris, it's one of these. You're like, you're standing there and you're like, "Yeah, should I do it?" Like, everybody's like, "Yeah, yeah," and then it's like, cut.
That's exactly.
And then
They cuts to Kent Brockman. How to get the most out of your modem?
and then it comes back, and it's after everything's over, and you guys had already left the stage, and I'm standing there, I've got my guitar, and I'm high-fiving people, I'm like, "Yeah."
And all of a sudden
yeah,
you fell into
and
the
then
crowd.
somebody grabs me and pulls me into the crowd, and they're doing the crowd surf, and I've got my guitar in my hand, I'm like, "Don't drop my guitar, don't drop my
Yeah,
guitar,
me,
don't
I
drop
don't-
my guitar." And then they finally put me back on the stage, I'm like,
Did you
"Oh,
see?
Jesus."
There's
You know, that's-
really quick.
Yeah.
There's a video recently, and it's one of these Pearl Jam type Seattle bands. And they got a new singer, and it's a gal, and she's a little bit a bigger gal. And she went to do a stage dive, and the crowd didn't want to catch her, so they just parted. And she just went straight down.
Oh no.
It's like the
That
new
sounds
singer
like
for Soundgarden or something like that.
That sounds
I can't
like a
remember.
wolf.
Yeah, it's just like
Yeah.
Yeah, about stage dives. So Hastings College is a dry college.
yeah.
right? We subsequently later at like maybe Comstock or something like that played a crowd that was everyone was drinking. Okay, there's a difference, and here it is: dry college,
Yeah, they were ready to get.
drinking college.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Oh, no.
Hey,
Yeah, they got a
I
beer in their
didn't-
hand.
I didn't spill
Didn't
it.
spill. Went right to the ground.
Yeah,
and
you
it's
need
still-
to do a stage dive. You got to have people with two hands because how are you going to lift 200 pounds?
Right,
With
Right.
one hand.
right.
You
Now
know,
I can see throwing a pizza crust with one hand,
yes, and then that's another
but
thing.
catching a drummer.
But even those guys set down their beer.
Even
You know?
those guys, yeah, even Luigi sets down his wine to spin the pizza crust.
Right.
But yeah, no, that's funny
Mamma
stuff.
mia.
Yeah, I'll go through my stuff too. I might have that video at the house. I do have a bunch of stuff there.
Well, you guys are freaking awesome. Love you guys.
That's funny stuff.